Hi, everybody, and we are here today with Sylia Gallegos. She is our guest of today. She has a couple questions of my mission and what am I doing here. So, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here, Anna. First, what made you start the magic and healing?
Um, so the reason why I started Magic and Healing is because I used to have eating disorders, and specifically, everything started with bulimia. And I started that since I was around between 13 and 15 years old. So since the beginning, I knew it was not something good to do, but I had it all the way until I was 30 years old. So it was a long time. And when I overcome bulimia, when I was able to say no more to this, I promised to myself that that pain that I went through, specifically the overcoming of it, that it took me around 10 months. I said, I want to help more people that are going through this because the pain was a lot of suffering. And I said, okay, now I know how to do it and I can help other people to get out of it faster. And with help, I feel is easier. So that's the reason why the magic and healing is start. Because for me, it was like, there is magic in how we have the power to heal. Everything is in our inside. So that's how it inspired also the name, the magic and healing.
Amazing. What a worthy mission. So, what tools equipped you to overcome the eating disorder?
Yeah, wow. It's so like there's so many tools. And I'm gonna share like the main ones that had helped me out. So when I was in the point of overcome it in those 10 months and even like maybe a year before, either like even when I was like, okay, I want to overcome it, I don't want to do this anymore. One of the first things was meditation. I actually got a call through a meditation that if I didn't quit that, I will die around when I was 40 years old.
Wow.
And that was when I was 29. So that's one of the tools that I will say meditation. I know these days people talk about meditation, 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 meditate. Yes, it's a great tool. And even 5 minutes in one day can change your life. Like you don't have to dedicate 4, 5, 6 hours daily. But if you don't know how to do it, start with five minutes. Start with 10 minutes. That will start changing your life. You will start seeing it, how it will change. So that's one of the ones that I would say it's an amazing tool. Then another one is um, I, in order for me to heal, I had to dig inside of me. And in to do that, I went to a lot of a spiritual journey, right? Because when we say inside of me, it's not like my organs, it's more like what was in my mind program and what was I feeling and what was the connection between my heart, my mind, and my soul.
Hmm.
In order to do that, the tools that help me out are holistic, right? And another one is Reiki, which is a Japanese energy healing technique. And that helps through your, like, to balance your energy centers. So that's another one that when I learned it, it was because I read about it. I read what was Reiki, and I'm like, well, if I can heal with my own hands, myself, I want to learn this. I need to heal my stomach. I need to heal my throat. I was in a point that eating things hurt my belly. Eating things were giving me like acid reflux constantly. So I was already feeling like a lot of pain in my body in like to the last stage of bulimia, right? When I was about to quit. So I was like, I need to learn this. I need to try it. And that's how I went into Reiki. And yes, it was true. I remember after I learned it, I remember at night, I went on the couch, watched TV, and I put my hands in myself. And I saw the progress, like I saw how little by little I was healing. So it's how, and same thing, like how magical is the healing that is inside of us when we know how powerful we are and everything is
Mhm.
in us. So that's another one. Then regressions and everything related with past life. And that helped me out also to heal, to know a little bit more of my past and things that I was not aware or conscious, right, in that moment, and help me out to like, oh, okay, I go to my childhood and help me out to like understand where some belief were coming from. So that's another thing that helped me out. And finally, one that I do every single day and I love it is journaling. Writing for me is one of my top 10. And I will say, yeah, it's my one of my top three. I'm gonna say that. Journaling for me is very important. Writing about what is going on. And it could be the past, the future, but having a conversation with myself. I take it as a moment to be present with myself. And
That,
that's a game changer.
that's so good. All of those tools just are helpful on its own. And so I imagine combined, it's even more magnifying and total healing for an individual. So you've carefully curated an entire program. How does it work? Do you walk these person through multiple steps? Do you do it all at once? Is it in a community or an individual? How does the
Yeah.
program work?
Um, so I have created a program and the program is 8 weeks. And what I do is what it took me 10 months to say no more. I compile everything in 8 weeks and help people to go through the program, right? So there is two ways people can do it and self-educate themselves and do it on their own. And I just
Hmm.
a lot of exercise and things that help me out. And that is something that it's available for anybody. And the other way is do it with me as an accountability partner. So I will help them out. And in that one, I meet with the person once a week. And also I incorporate uh, things like if the person wants like giving a Reiki session, giving an angels healing session, giving a card reading session, or all or journaling and go over how to like what have helped me out how to journal, because a lot of people is like, I don't know what to write about, what am I going to say here, what am I going to put here, right? So it's
Right.
like all those things. Also the forgiveness for ourselves and for others and the situation.
Hmm.
So techniques like Ho'oponopono. So I walk the person through those things and not just walk them, uh, like it's being accountable. And with I I have coaches, and the reason why I have them is because it helped me out to hold me accountable in where I am. And it's very important because I have seen how my progress is exponentially in any area, like in anything that I'm doing, right? Business, partner, like relationship, it doesn't matter. It really helps. So that's what I like. Those are the two options that I have. And yeah, that's how I do it. I also have individual sessions. If somebody's like, hey, Anna, I just want a Reiki session, no problem. We can do it. Hey, Anna, I just want an Angel's card reading. We can do that. And or one-on-one coaching. I do one-on-one coaching with people. Maybe there's some people that are very related also because in my stories, I have shared about like the relationship that I had in the past, like I was married and things and that. So I have friends that it's like, hey, I went through a divorce, so I'm going through a breakup. Can you help me out? So those are things that I also support. Because when you have lived the experience, it's easy for you to have empathy and to understand the
Hmm.
feelings of the other person. So
Of
that those
course.
are like kind of the ways that I am right now serving and have available for anybody.
And I feel your heart in just your work and your mission, and you're trying to help people heal. So I feel that, and I know that others will too. Um, so what do you want someone to feel when they're in a session with you or going through the program? And then also on the other end of completing the program, what's the primary feeling and emotion that you want them to walk away with?
Um, the primary is how confident in themselves, like feeling the confident in themselves, believe in themselves again. Because an eating disorder is part of like you are blame, like you think that your body is not doing what you want and having expectations on your body, but your body is part of you.
Right.
So it's trusting in yourself again, trusting in your body, like loving again your body. So it's like
Hmm.
the main things for me is fall in love with your body again, no matter what you are. So the program is not about, hey, you're losing 20 pounds or you're losing 10 pounds. It's not about that. It's about really having the falling in love with your body, trusting in your body. And this is the body that you picked to come into this world. So there is a reason why your body, it is like it is right now. There's a reason if you are 20 pounds over, 50 pounds over, 10 pounds less than what you should be. There is a reason why your body is actually telling you that you need connection with yourself. It's a way for like your inner to tell you, hey, I'm here. I
Yeah,
need attention.
that's as you were speaking, I was wondering if uh, eating disorders or other things might be a warning sign of your body to align you again with your soul's mission.
Yes, and that's a great way to put it because I do believe that. I do believe like when you get any illness, any any alerts on your body, is how the universe, God, source, whoever, like whatever you believe in, is telling you, knock knock, I need attention. And yes, these days, if you have, I don't know, if you have cancer, you go to the doctor and you do chemotherapy or all these things. And I'm not saying don't do it, but deeper, there is a deeper meaning of that. There's a
A
deeper reason
root.
why it's in your life. So yes, you can do the process with the doctor, and the same token is an opportunity for you to tap in yourself. Same thing on eating disorder. Same thing with bulimia. Like, yes, I suffer a lot with bulimia. Yes, it was a lot of years, and I do not wish that to anybody in the planet, right?
Mm.
And I will say, but it's one of my biggest gift because today, thanks to that, I know better myself. Thanks to that, I love myself how I do it right now. Like it's,
How beautiful.
yeah, so, and I trust myself, right? But I didn't have that. So it was a way for my body, for my soul to say, I'm here. I'm here. Can you pay attention to me? There's somewhere like there's a part of me that you haven't noticed, and I'm here. So yeah, I believe in that. I believe that anything that we get in our bodies, it's a way our soul to take us back home, take us
Yeah.
back, redirect us where what's supposed to be doing in Earth.
And you've had such a beautiful journey, and I feel like the way you explained it is just awe-inspiring. And I think you're really going to inspire a lot of other men and women to take this journey with you. What would you say to those people that are watching you right now, about how they feel and there is a way for them? What would be your words to them?
Specific with eating disorders, I the reason why it lasts so long for me is because it was a quiet, let's put it, illness. You don't talk with people about you're gonna go to the bathroom and throw up. Those are things that you're like, if you're eating in a restaurant or if you're eating with your family, you're not gonna say, "Hey, I'm going to the bathroom, I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna come back." You're not gonna say that. So it's very silence, isolate. It's so I was there. And what I have to say today either if you have bulimia, anorexia, binge eating, fear about food, any of the eating disorder, like anything related with eating disorders. I understand what are you feeling because I did too. And
Hmm.
guess what? There is a way for you to not feel that anymore. There is a solution. There is a path to actually feel relief from that shame, guilt. Um, those are two of the feelings that you feel more, shame and guilt. So there is a path to release and not feel that anymore about yourself, your body, or anything that you are. So that's what I will say. It's there is a way. I have crossed it, and I know that there's more people that have crossed it, and I am here to help. And it doesn't have to be with me, but look for help. And it's about that. It's about like look for help because there's multiple programs. Even there is one that you can go for free, which is OA, Overeater Anonymous. So if anybody's going through that, OA, you can look it online. They have meetings anywhere in the world. It's for free. You can go. I went. That was one of like when I went to OA is that helped me out to realize what I was doing with my emotions. So it doesn't have to be that you have to pay. It can be for free, but at least try it. Do something because if you keep doing the same thing, the same results are going to keep coming.
Hmm.
So try something different. Give an opportunity to yourself. That's what I will say to those people.
That's great. And today can be the day that they try something new.
Correct. Today is the best day.
Great. I think that wraps up the questions I have today. Did you want to share any parting words?
No, thank you so much. Like, I'll have to say thank you so much for your questions. I love it. Um, I have a question for you.
Okay.
In your experience, the times that you um have sessions with me or conversations with me, what are things that what are your best insights or what is your experience?
Yeah, so the sessions that I have had the pleasure of doing with you, I would say I came in prior to feeling maybe confused or unsure of myself, sometimes overwhelmed with, work and busy lives that everybody leads. And in sessions with you, I feel like I received clarity, guidance, comfort, um, insights into potentially issues that were in my subconscious that consciously wasn't even aware of. And so when you don't have awareness, you cannot address an issue at all. And so I've always believed the first step is awareness, and you've really shed a light for me on issues or different things in my subconscious so that I can then be aware and then start healing in different areas. And so that for me, it's, the knowledge I think was such a gift. And then starting the path of healing deeper wounds, emotional wounds and perfectionism and different things that I've struggled with. So I think the other thing that you have on it, I know you specialize in eating disorders, but you do so much more. Um, so I know I've benefited from just other things that so you can heal anybody with any issue.
I appreciate those words and yeah, thank you for sharing that with me. I
Hmm.
definitely, as you know, it's always from my heart. Like
Yes.
it's that's why I love this because
Hmm.
I just like to serve and help people.
Yes.
Um,
And I
and
always leave your sessions feeling lighter, feeling just really good in my heart, in my soul, and not walking away with all the answers, of course, but walking away with that feeling that everything's going to be okay and that I am on a journey and I'm on a path and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate it, and see you next time.
Absolutely. Bye. Thanks for having me.